Hi everyone, this is a daily light language transmission in the Divine Union series. This one today is still remaining with the themes of the thin veil between the worlds, being that we're still in the energies of the full moon and the Halloween and the scorpionic energies. During the night, the music coming in was Jim Morrison, The Doors, When the Music's Over, and the particular lyrics were around so when the music's over, turn off the light and the face in the mirror won't drop. So it's very much about the transition between the worlds. Jim Morrison is very scorpionic in his nature, who's always delving into the undercurrent, even existing in the undercurrent, in the mystery, in the shadow, and wrestling with his demons in the 3D. He was obsessed with death and transitioning into the other worlds and using drugs to drop into those other worlds and explore other worlds. And what happens when we shuffle off this mortal coil. So, and these are very Scorpio themes, death, transformation, other worlds. And I listened to the song this morning again, and what I was really aware of was that it feels like a shamanic beat in the background, which is, like a trance music takes you into another dimension, where you can really shift through past life experiences and things like that. But also sounds like a heartbeat. I just played a little bit of this song and tried to upload it to YouTube, where it was immediately copyrighted and blocked. So I'm going to just link it below in the description box, and you can listen to it yourself, to the whole song if you like to, in your own time. It feels like it drops you into that trance state, where you can really go on almost like a shamanic journey of self-discovery. And the other themes that have come up have been around, I got asked by a divine masculine and 10 minutes later a divine feminine to work through abandonment of the father, so of the masculine role model in your life, abandoning, disappearing, unavailable. And I feel that this is a really potent wound that affects the masculine and the feminine, so the wounded masculine and the wounded feminine at a very deep heart level. So I feel this transition is going to really it's going to really transition you into that deep heart space and clear out some abandonment, and there's a lot of ways the masculine or the feminine, but this is about the masculine abandonment, can abandon you, and they're not always for bad reasons. They may have passed, and you feel abandoned. They may have just been doing the right thing by you because the relationship with your mother was not at all good for you to witness, or there are so many reasons, and often the masculine was doing the best that he could with his own wounds in play, and of course there are negative reasons as well, just not able to cope, all of that. So these wounds significantly affect your relationship, and if you are a twin flame or a light worker, you are here to transmute these lower wounds. That's why you've incarnated into these family lines, to work through these issues, to bring the light into them, to transform them. So let's let the light language come through and work with this. I'm also being told that it is again to be worked with in conjunction with the full moon Taurus transmission I did with the dolphins and the waters and the rebirth. So it's the transition into life, the transition out of life, and the visits into the depths within the life. I was just shown that this is also really important if we're bringing in a new soul into the world. If we're especially for the star seeds, the new incoming souls that are coming in to bring their high vibration to transform the world, they're going to be coming into bloodlines that have been already cleared by the previous light workers. So this is a really important one to clear, is the abandonment wound for the next generation to come into. So that I'm feeling a really, really deep heart clearing, really dropping into the depths of the heart, and there's an ache in there, a real dull ache that's being opened up, and the light, the sun is getting in there, the golden light, and then with that the throat is being shifted and healed. It's like once that deep depths of the heart is opened up and cleared out, you become more aware of your authenticity, which you can express through your throat, and then the crown opens you up to the divine source, and your divine knowing, coming from a completely different platform of existing. I also was really feeling that all the helpers in the shadows, but beyond the veil, on the other side, as Jim Morrison would say, on the other side, break on through to the other side. So when you're in that trance state and you're accessing the other side, there are, like, I could see animal spirits, as in animal guides, animal helpers, in the same way the shamanic, like the Native Americans would access the wisdom of the animal spirits to guide them and help them, and receive energy and knowledge from them. So there's a real lightening there of the sacral chakra. So yeah, a real clarifying, and the orange of that chakra becoming much brighter and more vibrant orange, so that the relationships you have and your connections are much brighter and cleaner, but also what you create in the world is much less impeded. And yeah, that real softening and lightening is felt through the whole cells of the whole body. And there's also, what was I going to say? I've lost it. We'll just carry on. And I'm getting the eyes, and as I say the word eyes, I hear Jim Morrison saying the doors of perception. So it's perceiving the world differently, seeing the world differently, seeing people differently, because the clouding has gone. The clouding based on early childhood experiences, or even past life experiences of abandonment, have shifted. I also wanted to say the abandonment can even simply be unavailability. If your masculine role model as a child was like your father or whoever your primary masculine was in your life is unavailable because they're busy working, and they may be busy working to provide for you, or they may be avoiding. They may be an alcoholic, they may be working away or travelling overseas a lot. But whatever reason it is, it's always still the same wound. And if they have had good intentions, or it was what they in their mind thought was for your highest good, it's hard then to be angry at them. You may be internally angry, but you may logically understand. And when that happens, it's really hard for you to validate your own feelings. And if you can't hear or validate your own feelings, you can't release it. It gets embedded inside and becomes a wound. Ishotakapokoto, isapataka choposoto paka chopokoto soto potoko choposokoto poko, ichasatapokotoko oto chopokoto soto paka choposokoto pokoto osotokopo, ichapasatakapopo sokotopokoto chokosotokoto chokoposokotokopo, ichapakasatapoko popo sokopotokopo choko sopotoko choposokopo tokopopo chokopoko. So now I'm getting the coming together of the masculine and feminine, having cleared those deep heart wounds and base chakra wounds, really, and sacral chakra wounds. So the coming together from a higher level of connecting, having clear lower chakras. So you're no longer attracting a wound mate or somebody that matches your wounds, but for you to then work through that and transmute it together. But you're now connecting with someone at a higher level, at a soul level of pure heart and soul connection, where you can bring you can create a higher level, divine level relationship. Okochopoto sotokopotoko chokosopotoko chokoko sokotopotoko toposokopotoko chopoko sokopotoko chipoko otoko chopo sokotopoko chipoko popotoko sotoko chopoko sotopopotoko echaka sotoko potoko potaka toko sotopotoko toko sotopo chipoko topotoko poso echaka sotoko popo sokopotoko choposokopoto optoko poto optoko optoko sotopo otpo chipo sokopoto optoko ochoposoko potoko otoko that was beautiful. I was just showing that was the end of the transmission by Jim Morrison. I actually feel he's here with us today because he showed me a record playing, the old style records that he would have made. That's what he would have made in the 60s, and it's spinning around with the needle on it, and it comes to the end and the music is over and he's gone to the light. So when the music's over, turn off the light. So thank you, Jim. I feel like I want to say I love you. Okay, so I hope you receive that well. I hope if you have travelled on a shamanic journey with Jim Morrison today, please do let me know what your experience was. And it was a healing, so do rest, drink a lot of water, and listen to it as many times as you need to. And also, if you can use it in conjunction with yesterday's, which I'll link below, I feel that will really help you receive the codes. Take care. Blessings.